Louder!
And it's time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
What's up, Gorehounds? It's Big Johnny D. I just want to pop in and apologize. We had some audio issues on this episode, and I just want to give you guys the heads up before you go in. So it's going to seem a little crackly, and there was cutting out. We made sure we fixed it for the next time because obviously we want to bring you guys the cleanest we can. So without further ado, allow me to introduce this week's episode of Devil. With the devil! What's up, Gorehounds? Welcome to the Gore N More podcast. I am that not-so-mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing it as always. And just like a proper podcaster, I'm not wearing pants. And probably just like these gentlemen with me, too. So I'm going to bring them in, as always, starting first and foremost with the Chad Daddy, that dark lord of knowledge. We have Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And you know him as that meat mountain, the killing machine himself, Mr. Babe Amone.
Howdy doody, you face fucks.
And we do not have our usual Scuba Steve, so I don't have to go through his 50 list of fucking names. But joining us, special guest first time, we have Mr. Anthony Diaz from 50 States of Terror podcast. Welcome, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for joining us, dude.
Yes.
Can't believe you wanted to join this shitty podcast. Anyways, fucking, we have a fun ass episode today, and I'm not gonna fuck it up because Scoob's not here. Can't yell at me. Today is August 29th, 2022, and yeah, man, we're gonna have a drop-tastic episode. But first, as we always do, and we don't have Scoob, so we're gonna pull in the variant Scuba.
Hold on.
Oh, what do we got?
Apparently our stream is down.
Already?
Something copyright.
What the hell did we?
Where?
The trailer? Wait, on what?
Kaylee, I don't know. Kaylee sees us, so
What's it down on?
What?
She's coming
I know,
from Facebook.
Oddboss says copyright strike. Yo, stream is crippled now.
What? Really?
Hold on, let me see.
I'm still watching us.
Yeah, we're still here.
I'm
All
still
right.
watching it too. This is
So-
live on mine.
We're
Yeah.
gonna still go because obviously we're still recording. So I guess it's
Yeah,
you're still
we're there. I don't know what's
All right, so you know what? We're gonna keep going until it fucking can't go anymore or whatever. So like we always do.
Damn you, Zuckerberg.
Yeah, right, dude. Like we always do, we don't have Scuba this week, but we do have Variant Scuba. So, Variant Scoob, if you could please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your
Cheesy
that is,
goodness.
that is some sexy pizza, by the way.
It is,
that,
man.
that makes me want an extra cheesy pizza.
It's got that like goofy movie pull almost. You know what I mean? So yes. All right. So Anthony, you've never been here. What the hell have you been up to, man? Give us a 4-on-1 on what have you been up to the last week or so?
Yeah, usually it's my my smarter, better half that's on the show. She's allowing me to be the guest today with you guys.
Yo, man, I gotta say the intellectual level that she brings to the show is almost unfair to the rest of us because it's just like, holy shit, dude. Like,
well,
Yeah.
I was watching the movie and I had my notebook open and I was taking studious collegiate notes while the movie was going. So I hope to match the intellectual level that my wife brings to the show.
hell yeah, man.
Bring it.
I'm
But
excited.
we just got done posting our mini-sode for our episode for Mississippi.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, our show is still continuing going. I am revamping some of my old writings to post on my my writer page. My book is still in the process of trying to get published, so that's that. And work has been work.
Work always sucks, dude. It's just
Yeah, work always
Pays
is.
the
Like
bills.
I kind of just wish that like I would find some sort of $1 million prize so I could just quit my job and do this full time.
I mean, there's always OnlyFans.
Oh
Just saying.
yes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I figure people can pay me money to put clothes on.
Ooh,
And-
I never thought of that. You might be onto something, bro. You might be on. So, by the way, we're also still on YouTube, as far as I can see. So, I
Yeah.
don't know. We're gonna keep going. Well, nice, man. So you said you're on the Mississippi episode?
Yeah,
episode?
we are
I'm
on
sorry.
Mississippi on Minisode. Yeah.
Okay, sweet, awesome. And obviously, you can catch 50 State of Terror pretty much anywhere you can catch any podcast, I believe, right?
Yes, absolutely. We are on all your listening pleasure podcast streaming platforms. Just search for us, 50 States of Terror.
Hell yeah, awesome. All right, thank you, sir. Bobby, how have you been, buddy?
I've been good. I had last week was work. That was pretty much it. This weekend was also a nice chill weekend. Saturday I didn't really do much. Saturday night I had a football fantasy draft that I went to at my friend's house, and my girlfriend came with me, so we had that going on. And then yesterday we were in New Hope, Pennsylvania, so we just went around, hung out, had lunch with a couple of friends of ours, came back, and that was it. I did not really do a whole lot this weekend. I actually watched this movie Thursday with my girlfriend because I stayed over there, so we actually watched it then, and she liked it. I told her my score already, but we will discuss that later, of course.
Yes. Let's not jump
So,
ahead.
but that's about it. So, but now soon I'm going to start getting some cosplays updated and then start getting things ready for the new year, even though we're 4 months out and Halloween is around the corner. So, but I'm going to start working on that stuff and everything, all the horror related things. But the spooky season is upon us. It's been upon us, because if they can put fucking Christmas shit out now, the Halloween shit should be out now. And if anybody's got a problem with saying, well, Halloween should wait till September, go fuck yourselves. It can come out whenever. Fuck off.
Yes. August
Yes.
1st.
So, fuck yeah. If you putting back to school shit out in fucking July, the day like 2 weeks after they fucking leave school, pricks. So that's about enough of me with my slice of life. It's very short and sweet and kind of boring this time. Am I doing it the right way?
Chad Daddy.
Chad Daddy,
You
over
okay?
here.
So I wasn't on last week because I completely forgot that Monday was my take my son to school to meet his teacher for the new school year, which started last Wednesday. But then, as it turns out, my wife got a batch of the Rona, so she was down with COVID all last weekend.
Batch of the Rona.
Oh, damn.
I mean, it wasn't awful for her this time. Like the first time she had it, she got it really extremely super mild, and then I had it slightly worse. Well, this time she got it about as bad as I had it last time, and none of us are sick so far. The worst of it was her pain. Like she had a lot of body aches and headaches, so she pretty much just laid in bed all week. So she couldn't go to work, that's where she got it from anyway. Because somebody came into work with it, didn't realize it, came in and told them, said, hey, I have the, and ended up knocking 3 people down. So they were down 3 people all last week. So she finally got the okay to go back to work last night, and she's going back tonight too. So yeah,
Nice.
she's. Aside from that, I took a nice opportunity to get caught up and watch every season of Stranger Things. Now I'm all caught up on that.
Damn, you watched all 4
nice.
seasons?
All 3. I'd seen the first season already.
Oh,
So
okay.
I watched 2, 3, and 4. Yeah.
God, I was gonna say, I was like, damn, dude, that's like,
That's a serious fucking.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, that's a
I soldiered through it, man. It's well worth it. Big Johnny D, I know you said you haven't even watched season 2 yet. I recommend it.
I got to that weird fucking, I don't even know, man. There was that weird level, like, where 11 went off and she was with a grunge group. And
Skip that episode. Everybody says you can
Right,
skip that
right.
episode. It does not add anything to the story.
You see, when
Yeah.
I heard that they were bringing a Dungeons and Dragons main villain as their villain, I was like, all right, I'm reinvested. It was like they're bringing in Vecna, and as a avid D&D player since 1994, I'm like, all right, let's.
Damn.
I was like, holy shit, rock on, man. Let's go back into this.
I've never played D&D.
Oh, I did.
Neither have I.
I was big
It
time
always
into high
looks-
school like that.
It always looks super fun, but I'm always like, I feel like I just don't have the attention span. I don't know, dude. Like,
Oh well, if you ever wanted to try it out, man, I would be honored to run a quick like 2-hour session and just like get your feet wet and see how you like it.
Do you guys have you guys ever done that? Where have you done like a live stream D&D?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I DM'd for I wrote an adventure for another show, another podcast, an actual play podcast, and when the host was missing the show, he would ask me to do the live broadcast, and I would do the play by the actual play for him. And at first, it's very hectic and very nerve wracking. But like once you start getting into the groove of things as a dungeon master, you're just like, all right, it's the same thing as you're just sitting right in front of me. I tell you the story, you tell me what you want to do, roll some dice, and boom, it's done.
Nice. That's awesome.
So, which edition do you guys play?
I
The most
wrote
recent?
the fifth. I wrote the 5th edition story for him, but I played like original AD&D all the way up to 5th.
I was AD&D 2nd edition. That's what me and the
See,
boys
I
played.
am completely lost right now on
Yeah,
what
I
you
don't
guys are talking about. I'm
2E
not
and,
even
2E and 5E are so completely different.
Oh
What
yeah, you
up?
see-
Oh, there's the Mr. Vasquez.
There's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Keith.
Zuri?
Okay,
Yeah,
but
like-
to keep, but yeah,
yeah,
let's
so,
to keep
yeah,
to keep it moving. And then today, okay, so yesterday, I saw in one of my groups that people are saying if you want, a PS5, Walmart has them back in stock. So I went on last night and I tried getting one, and as soon as I hit add to cart, it said error, unable to complete. So I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I tried it again this morning. I'm like, you know what? I wonder if, and I put it in, and it said add to cart, and I put it in my cart, and it's in the cart, and I go, and it gives me all the options to pay, and I go, all right, let's try Affirm. So I get it, and I get the Affirm, which is like a payment plan with a really low interest rate. So I put in my info for that, and I got approved for it. I'm like, all right, looked to my wife, I'm like, should I? She's like, I don't care. So I hit pay, and I'm getting a fucking PS5. I'll have it next week.
Oh hell yeah!
After waiting almost 2 years, I'm finally fucking getting one.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Air 5 right there, buddy.
Dude, that's the. I'm jealous because I want one.
Dude, just keep trying. I just lucked into getting them this morning. I don't know how I did it, but I just got lucky, man.
I'm gonna try. I gotta keep trying. That's all I can do is keep trying.
But did you hear that?
Actually, Kaylee, you said never believe wife when she said she doesn't care. She's actually been trying to get me one ever since day one when they came out. Like there have been
That's
times
true.
when there have been times when she had it in her cart and she hesitated and then she didn't buy it. So she actually had money saved up to get that before.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
That's wonderful.
I keep checking my email
What-
just to make sure I don't get a cancellation or something.
Stupid question. I mean, maybe you already said it. Maybe I just missed it. Did you get the pro one or whatever the fuck it is? The disc drive one? The physical one?
It's
or
the disc
no?
drive one, yeah. It's the physical one.
What the hell's the difference? Is there a name difference between the two?
I think one just says digital version. I don't think it's.
Is that all it is?
I don't think it's like the Xbox where it's the Series S or whatever.
Series
Right,
S
right,
and
right.
Series X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got it.
Alrighty.
The best part of
Nice.
that is I got it for retail price.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So
nice.
not stupid fucking over.
It's 580 because it's the Horizon Forbidden West edition, so it comes with that game,
Oh.
Yeah. which I already have for PS4, so I'll probably just end up selling it.
Yeah, but dude, if it's the actual full upscale value, if you never played the DLC and shit,
The
Ah.
PS4 comes with a free PS5 upgrade. That was the last game to have a free upgrade.
Well, there you go then.
Oh.
So
Nice,
you
nice.
made out like a bandit, literally.
I did. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
really happy. So fingers crossed, everything works out fine with that.
Guys,
But
cross
you know
our
what?
dicks again for this.
Yeah. Sword fight. But enough about me. Big Johnny D. How about you, brother?
Oh, let's see. What the fuck did I do this weekend? Actually, I hung out with a bunch of family. That was cool. Did some pool time because obviously New York State. I probably got maybe like 2-3 solid weeks at best of the pool season. And then she's getting closed up. So use that. What the fuck else did we do? I honestly don't know. I don't think much, honestly, just gaming and watching fucking DBZ nonstop, dude, because the daughter has just been constantly binging it.
Nice.
Signed up for Crunchyroll because we were just like, you know what, man, I've never, like, Hulu's got Dragon Ball and GT, but they're in the Japanese. I don't mind it, but the rest of them don't want to watch it like that. So I was like, fuck it, yo, let's just sign up for Crunchyroll. It's got it all on it.
Really? I know it has super dubbed version.
Right. Super's the only one that they have.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
I didn't check
don't
it
know
the
why.
others because
Yeah.
I never bothered because I didn't care about GT.
But so I was trying to use that website that you were telling me about because we were watching Dragon Ball Kai. Because I was like, all right, we'll watch Kai because I can give you DBZ in half the amount of time.
Yeah, cut down on
Like,
the
you know what I mean? She could, right. She could like, and I've never watched Kai, so it would give me the opportunity to be like, all right, what the hell did they do here? You know what I mean? Like, and holy shit, just from the first episode, completely different, man. Like, I forgot, I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z since from the beginning, like for a long ass time. The whole like Gohan and the fucking tiger, like that's a whole episode, right? Of just like bullshit chasing around. Nah, man. Kai's like, nope, we're showing you Bardock attacking Frieza. Shit's going down. Here's Goku. Boom. Raditz fighting. And I was like, holy fuck, dude. Like, this shit is fucking like, all right.
So they start Kai with Bardock.
Yeah, dude. Full out.
Really?
Like, it's a totally different, like, which it gives away the whole thing of him like figuring out he's a Saiyan. And it takes away all that surprise, which I'm kind of like, well, that's kind of shitty. But at the same time, it's also kind of cool because you're like, yo, man, here's Bardock, which they make it part of the series. So it's kind of like actual, like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Right.
I would say check it out. I'm trying to check it out myself, dude. I was going to, I looked physical. Whoo! No, thank you, sir. I'm not dropping that about him. It was like,
For Kai, really?
it was like $80 a season. I was like, nope.
What?
It must be out of print now. That's probably why.
It is. So, yeah, other than that, just enjoying the weekend. Watch this movie for the first time, and I am ready to talk about it. So, let's do that. And that is 2010's Devil Body. This is your pick, correct?
Yes, it is. So may I run down that plot?
Yes, you may.
I'm still going to fuck it up. So just be prepared.
You're fine.
Spooky.
Released September 17th, 2010. In Philadelphia, Detective Bowden is still grieving his wife and son killed in a hit and run 5 years ago. When someone jumps from a skyscraper onto a truck, Bowden is sent to investigate. Meanwhile, 5 strangers are trapped in an elevator in the building where the jumper committed suicide. The communication radio in the elevator is broken, but the guards, Lustig and Ramirez, observe the individuals via CCTV as events unfold. Tensions run high among those trapped, so Lustig calls the police and Detective Bowden assumes the case. Without being able to contact the individuals, he tries to work out who they are, but he can only account for 4 of them. As the passengers are killed one by one, the rescuers work frantically to get access to the elevator car. One of the high-rise security guards, however, is convinced that all of this is the work of the devil.
The devil. I almost wish I had that little putty scene to just throw in there really quick.
It's El Diablo.
Jesus Christ. Sorry for the Seinfeld references.
Oh, never be sorry for a Seinfeld
Never
reference.
be sorry for a Seinfeld reference.
Well, in case there's like younger people out there, they're like, what the
Fuck those younger people. They don't know what good shows are.
Ouch. All right, that's why we're here. Anyways, so let me get that out of here. All right. So, where are we at?
Directed by
Bobby. That was still you, bud.
Yeah.
My bad. Directed by John Eric
You're a little
Dwaldo.
crackly still. You have a new mic,
He
and
is.
somehow you're still coming in crackly. What the
Did
fuck?
you use the same cord?
No.
New chord?
How do I sound now if I'm far away?
Crackly. Do you have another USB port you can plug it into? That
I
port
do
might
not.
be going bad.
Not on this computer.
Yeah,
This
the
is a brand new-
port
this is
might
a
be
brand new
going bad.
computer, dude.
Oh,
Damn.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Keep going, bud. You're fine.
Okay. John Eric Dwaldo, Quarantine as Above, So Below. Written by Brain Nelson. Who the fuck names their kid Brain? Hard Candy.
I
30
might have
Days
typed
of
that
Night.
wrong. Sorry.
I was gonna say there's no
That's a
way.
typo.
There's
Sorry.
no Brian.
way.
I even
Sorry,
had
it was
to look
early.
at it. I was like,
it was early
you
this
just-
morning. Sorry.
I was like, I'm looking at him like,
You know
Sorry,
what?
I was typing this up at like 7 in the morning.
Not
he has
to
a brother
even-
named Pinky.
I hope so. Dude,
All right, so
if there were parents out there that did that, oh my god.
Oh, shit.
anyway, written by Brain Nelson and M. Night Shyamalan, the
Brain
Sixth
Nelson.
Sense and Signs, produced by M. Night Shyamalan, Unbreakable, Lady in
Shyamalan,
the
ding
Water,
dong.
Sam Mercer, Congo, The Relic, starring, take it away.
Anthony, this is all you, buddy.
All right, it is my turn. Starring in this movie, Chris Messina from The Mindy Project, Birds of Prey as Detective Bowden, Logan Marshall Green from Prometheus, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Whoa, what is
as-
that?
What is that?
What is that?
I don't know. That's not coming from my end.
What's what?
There's
That
some
must be- what is that?
crazy feed.
That's it. That's
Now I
weird.
don't hear it.
That
was
sounded like some machinery running. What was that?
right. Like, dude, like
It's like you're in a
Terminator was about to
construction-
fucking like pour it in, man. Like, what the?
I didn't hear a damn thing.
Friggin' Cyberdyne systems running in the
Do I still
background.
sound crackly or what? Yes? No?
You sound better now.
You sound better, yeah.
So this gain is very sensitive on this now that I realize.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
That
continue
was
on.
crazy. Whatever that
I don't
sound
know
was.
what that was.
Good.
All
So we
right.
have Logan Marshall Green from Prometheus, Spider-Man: Homecoming as Tony Jankowski, the mechanic and former Marine. Jeffrey Arend from Super Troopers, Batman: Hush as Vince McCormick. He is the salesman. Bojana Novacek, Drag Me to Hell, Birds of Prey as Sarah Caraway, the young woman. Jenny O'Hara from Wishmaster, the King of Queens, as Jane Kowski, the old
That's
woman.
where I knew her from. King of Queens. Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
It
she
bothered me
had
too
that.
until I saw
She
that.
had that face. I was like, I know who she is. I know who she is. We got Bokeem Woodbine from Spider-Man: Homecoming. Wow, a lot of Spider-Man people coming back.
Right.
Wait. I have a funny little anecdote about those guys that from Spider-Man: Homecoming in my
Sure,
notes. I can.
Alright.
You want me to tell you now? I mean, it's in my notes.
Sure.
Those two guys play both versions of the Shocker.
Oh,
They do.
Oh,
really?
Oh, they do.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
I would've never
Yep. So
guessed.
the white guy's the one that he was making fun of. You know, I'm the Shocker. Ooh, I'm the Shocker. And then he kills him. And then the other guy's the one that takes it. So they're both of them are both versions of the Shocker.
Oh, that's
No
awesome.
shit.
He's
awesome.
also coming in from Halo as Ben Larson. He's the guard. Matt Craven, Jacob's Ladder, X-Men First Class as Lustig, building security. Jacob Vargas, The Hills Have Eyes 2, and Luke Cage as Ramirez, building security. A lot of Marvel people.
There's a lot of all but like two people have had something to do with some form of superhero movie.
Yeah, that's
damn.
awesome. Batman, that's awesome. Joseph Cobden, The Day After Tomorrow, X-Men Apocalypse as Dwight, elevator repairman. Caroline, Devamas,
Oh Jesus.
Hannibal in Hollywoodland as Aisa Nahal.
All right, quick before you
Hot
could.
damn, dude.
I
Round
am
of
so
applause for that.
happy that he said them because
You're
I
welcome,
would have
Bob.
fucked it all up. Thank
Especially
you.
that last one. Especially that last one.
Right? That made my fucking eyes
The
cross reading it.
The intelligence level just went another notch.
That's funny, dude. All righty. Chad Daddy. take
All
it
right,
away.
moving on. Music by I'm stroking out. Fernando Velasquez, Hercules, and Crimson Peak. Sorry, I was looking ahead and saw Hercules, and I was trying to say Hercules and Fernando together. Cinematography by Tak Fujimoto, The Silence of the Lambs, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Edited by Elliot Greenberg, Chronicle, and Fantastic Four, the shitty Fantastic Four. Effects and makeup by Custom Film Effects. They did The Day After Tomorrow and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and also Zoic Studios, who did Spider-Man 2, Avengers Age of Ultron. They have done a ton of Marvel shit themselves. Distributed
Wow.
by Universal Pictures, runtime of 80 little people, rated PG-13, budget 10 mil, grossed 62.6 mil, so it's pretty successful.
Wow.
I'll say this movie
Holy
actually did.
shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, what the fuck else
Sounds like-
was out for a horror movie, I guess, at
Yeah,
the time being,
It-
you know?
Dude, 10 mil for a budget. Okay, that's like the catering budget for Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
That's I'm thoroughly impressed. Holy fuck, dude. Brody, I'm not even saying that. You shut your damn horse mouth.
Yeah, shut up over there.
Kaylee says Bobby sounds thick. All right.
Oh, that's right.
Thick.
What's the matter, Kaylee? You don't like it?
By the way, somewhat connected to what Brody said last night. I'm sitting there looking for something to watch, and I'm flipping through things on Tubi, and I must have fallen asleep looking through stuff, and I just kind of like jumped back awake, and I looked, and it was fucking on Prom Night 2.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nope.
That's awesome.
It's like, that's a no.
All right, so we are generally discussing this. Bob, this was your pick for our last in our themed of like
Psychological
paranoia, psychological movies.
The first time I saw this movie, I was like, what exactly is the point of the elevator? But as the movie went on, I'm like, oh, okay. So this movie doesn't have a whole lot of scenery to it. Obviously, it all takes place in an elevator. But for a movie that takes place pretty much in one solid area, it does keep you pretty tense because you don't know there's people, you don't know who's who, like, and every single one of them. And that's why I chose this. It's not as like Flatliners where it's got a little more ins and outs. It's everybody had pretty much has done something bad. That's why they're there. I like the idea of the devil pretty much is like, I'm going to put you all here. And now we're going to figure out who are you all going to go. I love this movie. It kept me tense. It's actually a favorite of mine to watch like pretty much every once in a while. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. Although I was very surprised when I was like, this is PG-13, but then I was like, oh, well, yeah, there really isn't much. There's no nudity, there's blood, but it's not overbearing. And yeah, even with not overbearing blood, it keeps you intrigued.
Right. No,
this is one of those examples where it can show that PG-13 horror can still be really enjoyable. It doesn't have to be really watered down because, a slasher, right, you don't want a PG-13 slasher, but a nice suspenseful thriller like this, PG-13 works perfectly fine.
So I will say the runtime is definitely like one of the solid effects of it too, because it was a sweet, short movie. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like it was overly long in any part that needed to be or anything like that. Like where I was like, they could easily take this 10 minutes out. I'm sure there might be, but I feel like, I don't know. Like when it was done, I was just like, oh shit. Like it was done way earlier than I personally expected.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think if it would have been like 2 hours, it would have been drawn on and it would have been just a little boring, and it's sweet, short to the punch.
Right. And it needs to be. I mean, because you're dealing with one little contained room, an elevator. Now there's so much shit going around it. It's amazing. Like I thought that was great. You know what I mean? Like you get the whole with the security team and the cops and like all the firefighters coming. Like you still get all that shit of like almost just a normal. How do I want to say? Like almost it felt like Speed a little bit. But it was like Speed with, you know what I mean? Where there's just like some shit going on, trying to save people from a dangerous situation, but there's a full horror element involved.
I don't understand. What's Speed? I've never heard of that.
Never heard of Speed.
Never heard of Speed?
No.
You mean the bus that couldn't slow down?
That's right. Bus that couldn't slow down.
But I do agree with what your wife Jen says, that it should have been rated R to be darker. I could see where it could be very dark, so I would have been interested to see how dark it could have went. But I still, like I said, loved it for what it is, of course.
Oh man, it could have gone super dark.
Yeah, it could have went full Exorcist.
Yeah,
if they wanted to go darker, but I'm kind of glad they didn't.
Yeah, all I have to say though is spoiler alert. I mean, you're gonna find out anyway if you don't watch the movie. It's only been 10 plus years. The old lady, when you see her eyes go black, I don't know about the rest of you, that terrified me.
It made me want to watch Legion. I don't care how if anybody hates that movie, that's fine. I can understand that. I still enjoy it. But if you wanted to watch that.
I like saw her eyes go black and I'm like, oh. And then she started talking in the weird voice. I'm like, if I was the guy in the elevator, I would have killed myself already.
Right.
I was like, I'm done. I'm not. No.
Well, I think that I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
No. You know what? You go ahead, bud.
the thing that grabbed my attention at the forefront of the movie was the amount of Catholic undertones it was taking from the very beginning. I grew up Catholic, so like when you talk about the devil and how he plays, and then everything that symbolizes the Bible within the movie, it did trigger a lot of old school Catholic school teachings from the back of my brain that was just been there for years. It just came out.
The Catholic guilt instantly hit hard. Like,
oh god, man, like freaking like it was like the Manchurian Candidate, man. I stood up, it was like, I must repent.
Yeah, right. You're like, fuck.
He immediately had to say 10 Hail Marys when he was done watching.
Oh, dude, for real. Like, and like, especially when you have the Mexican who's a security guard, you know, and he's immediately talking about the devil and talking up and praying in Spanish, and then the building number is 333 going into 666, and then the what is it, Bethlehem Road or something like that, Locust Street. These things were like riddled with Catholicism and Bible references. I was like, all right, here we go, trip down Devil Lane, let's do it.
I'm really glad you picked up on those, because those were intentional, and it's I do go a little bit further that into my notes, so I'm glad you noticed that.
Nice. Hell yeah. So I will say, one thing I did enjoy about this movie, and we'll see how you gentlemen feel, is I liked how they set up everybody for potentially the red herring. Yeah, as they should. My wife called it straight out, because I even asked her like 10 minutes into it, I'm like, who do you think it is? Like, once we got there, I was like, so who do you think it is? She's like, it's the old lady. I was like, yeah. She's like, who do you? I'm like, honestly, I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie, I was almost betting the security guard, and my only tell for that was that he made everybody sign the list, and I was like, ooh, I wonder if that's like the list of like their soul.
Yeah,
that's what I was hoping for.
That was a big red herring right there.
Yeah.
Just remember what Ned Flanders said. It's always the person you least suspect.
That's true.
It kind of makes me wonder, though. I don't know if Chad has anything in his notes as to why it is the old lady, or maybe that's stupid.
Because it should always be the old lady, because that's the one that you would never expect. No, and the fact that
I worked with
she died too, and like,
right, yeah. And I'm actually kind of getting excited to see what Chad's notes are, because I have things like with the symbolism of color and how everything, how their sins were played out inside of the elevator,
like with the fact that they're all wearing red.
Yes, absolutely. You know,
but that's also a Shyamalan thing, you know, because he did that in The Sixth Sense as well. Anytime the ghost is around, you saw the color red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, makes sense. So I will say, like, the cinematography of this movie, I mean, we're dealing with a cylindrical box. Obviously, like, other people are outside of it. You know what I mean? We can do.
Wait, is it cylindrical or is it a box?
Ooh, sorry. That was...
I was waiting for it to be like, wait a minute.
What? It's not a cylinder by any means.
It would be a cube.
Back that from the cube.
It's a cube.
It's a GameCube. It's the devil's GameCube. Anyways, but like I enjoyed like the intro of the movie, even though it was CGI, and like obviously some of it was like poop CGI. But I will say, like, just how the movie started with the whole inverted cityscape. I don't know about you guys, man, but that put me straight at unease, because I just did not. I can't deal with upside down rides anymore, getting closer to 40. So for some reason, that instinctively just put me in that, like, oh, I don't like this. Like, after 30
I completely forgot it started like that, and I'm like, we're watching Inception here,
right? That's true.
Right? Yeah.
Get the sheep out. No, but for once again, like you guys said, man, for a PG-13 movie, I feel like it's actually a really solid horror movie.
Yeah,
like, you don't usually say that for PG-13.
It is. It's very well paced. You know, the story's nice and tight. It's a whodunit.
Yeah.
Which, you know, we've had a few whodunits lately, and I'm really enjoying that.
And I'm glad they didn't give it to like Venom right off the bat. You know what I mean? Because obviously, like, that dude walking in,
Yeah.
Come on, you. Yeah.
I was kind of
Yeah.
thinking that too. Yeah.
As soon
Yeah,
as I
and-
saw, it, I was like, he should be Venom.
Yeah, and the movie like does make you kind of want to peg the bad guy as the security guy and the salesman up front.
Yes.
You know, and that was kind of a cool way for them to be like trying to like ease you off of different suspects throughout the movie. Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Speaking of the salesman, that was another one that was bugging me. Why the hell he looked so familiar until I was doing the cast rundown this morning, and he's that one fucking stoner kid from Super Troopers.
Oh, the snozberries taste like
right.
snozberries.
He's the kid. Oh my god, that's why I know it. All right. Oh my god, that is fantastic. Thank you for that, Chad.
And after I saw that, now that's all I'm going to be able to think of him as.
I honestly, the first time I saw this movie, I thought it was the younger girl who was going to be the devil.
Well, okay, so they left a good red herring with that too, because she was like, "What do you expect me to?" She said something along the lines of like, "You expect me to do something, or expect me to be able to do something."
Right.
So that's, I mean, oh, you know what? I will say my one beef with this, and maybe it's just this dumb beef, but that's fine. The elevator shaft service worker. What the fuck was he going down on? Was he just like on some makeshift swing?
No,
Like he wasn't attached to a harness or anything. Like what
He was strapped into a harness.
he was strapped into a harness. He fell.
No, dude, he was literally sitting on like a fucking plate that was wide to the cable that he was going down. He wasn't actually. Anybody else would actually be harnessed and attached to that cable as well. So if you fell out of that swing,
I must have missed. Well, I could have sworn he was wearing a harness.
I'm just saying, OSHA safety violations hardcore to the max, dude.
And dude, how about the other security guard when he's in the basement?
Oh,
And he goes to pick
What
he goes
the
to pick
fuck?
up the
Yeah,
wire, and he
That
picks it
bugged
up with
the
that, and
shit
then
out
he
of
just.
me.
I'm like, dude, there is literally an entire pallet right there. Just lay that down. You'll be fine.
That's your ground.
Or don't fuck with that and be like, yo, I'm gonna go get the electrical guy.
Yeah, and then
Hey.
what's he go to hang it on? A fucking metal hook.
Bro.
Yeah, that bugged the shit out of me when I was like, oh, okay, this is a random useless guy who needs to die just for the
Yeah, that was just we just need one more death to throw in there. They're like, all right, make this guy do something really stupid, even though he normally would have never did
Yeah.
that. Like,
If I was him, I
and
would have been
like
like this. I would have been like, nothing's wrong down there. We're all good.
And he really shouldn't have been touching it anyway, because he'd been like, nope, I'm security. That's a maintenance thing.
And like one thing that got me like kind of like okay, I get it. I get why these people are in the elevator and why the devil is fucking with these individuals. But like the building itself is full of like corporate bigwigs and lawyers who are evil in their own right. So like why didn't they get fucked with? And I kind of wanted like the whole building to have this more like devil presence with them too. It was not only these four people in the elevator, you know, because when he was talking to the lawyer, he was like he was scheming his way into the lawyer with the detective. It was like, hey, I do forensic lawyering, you know, just in case you need help with something, I can pull shit your way. I was like, all right, that guy needs to die too. Like, shit. Like shit.
I kind of feel like aside from like maybe the actual security guards, there didn't seem like anybody with any redeeming qualities inside that building at all, and that includes the detective even.
Right.
like the main detective.
Well, yeah, but the detective.
Well, the detective was. I mean, the detective did eventually, you know, forgive him, but he was very wrathful. He was not, you know, he said, "I tried to drink myself to death."
Well,
It would be a sin.
Yeah, but
I feel like
but at the same time, he also took care of that sin because he quit drinking.
Well, not only that, but he was also even admitting it to these people, just you know what I mean, to like try to reassure them and like get them to what am I looking for? Associate with him better. It says.
Right. Well, the going back what Chad said about being a sin, it was going towards suicide, and suicide is an unforgivable sin.
Correct. And dude, you're right, man. By the end of this, man, like there's like so much like just exposing your sins and like forgiveness. You're like, man, I need to go to church.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm sorry, I had that extra piece
Fucking
of
been
bacon
to church in
at
forever, dude.
dinner last night. Like,
Oh my goodness gracious. So is there anything else we want to discuss before we hear from the Saucy Aussie?
No, I think
main...
No,
I
curious
think
as
we
to
all
take on it.
touched. Yeah.
All right. And obviously, you know, if he brings up some more talking points, we'll continue on after that. So let's hear from the DKB.
Well, howdy doody there, folks. It is your DKB here back for another episode of Gore N More, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Devil. Now, this was my first viewing of Devil. I have mixed emotions about it, probably more so, negative emotions towards it. Maybe because I've been spoiled the last fucking couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks of the film choices from the Gore N More boys have absolutely been exquisite indeed, and I guess one of them was my fucking pick too, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not trying to compare the pair, but I think that's probably why I was a little bit let down with this film. So moving on to the film itself. Look, I understand with this fucking premise that they're trying to be able to create something new and different, but really, the final payoff for it doesn't really succeed. For me personally, I just did not find this film entertaining. Look, one location films, that's cool. If you can make it work, make it work. It does work, but the character development that held back this premise up just really fell flat for me. I didn't really give a fuck about any of these characters throughout the whole entire film. So when they get iced the fuck out, I'm like, thank fuck for that. Give me some clever, creative kills, which is another thing we didn't really fucking get. And I kind of felt with the cinematography in this film, they fell really flat with. They used all their ideas in the very first fever dream, fucking nightmarish sequence. And they bring in that fucking, like I said, the strobe light bullshit. Fucking, they overused it by the end of the film. It's just nuts. They didn't really get creative. They didn't think outside the box. It's like, all right, we've got this film coming up. How can we elaborate and make each fucking fever dream a little bit different than the fucking last? Yeah, they sort of use the same premise on each one and try and use a little spin on it, and it felt flat for me, personally. Logan Marshall Green, the lead in this, fuck me, I'm about to have a fucking seizure. Fucking Tom Hardy knockoff is an absolutely fantastic fucking actor. He is like actually one of my favourite fucking actors, but we don't get to see him really shine in this film. He just stands in a fucking elevator and like looks like he's got fucking ammonia or something. He's on the ground shaking and shit. Like he's having a fucking seizure inside that fucking elevator. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to see that motherfucker shine, fuck this movie. Watch The Invitation and watch Lee Winnell's Upgrade, where he plays a modern-day RoboCop, and you will see how fucking great that actor is. It's just a shame that he's been put in this film and it just never really got to showcase his incredible performance and what he's actually able to achieve. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like they've grabbed a ridiculous idea and premise and gone a devil in an elevator. Let's see if we can make this fucking work. And it just felt like it was rushed and it's like a guessing game that just I didn't really give a fuck about, to be honest. And look, I really try to think of something positive to say about this film. This is just me personally. I didn't like this film, and like I said earlier, it could have been just the fucking fact that I've been spoilt with fucking 3 fantastic films before this one. Anywho, this is DKB giving it a Gore N More score of I'm gonna give it a 2.2. As much as I respect the premise, it just fell flat for me. And this is your DKB signing out, and I will catch you motherfuckers next week. So cheers, gentlemen.
Hey, thank you, Saucy Aussie.
I respect it.
Thank you.
Respect what he says, but
Respectfully.
You know what? He says he says 2.2 like it's a low score, but honestly, we're only going out of 5. If you really think about it, 2.5 is
True.
dead fucking nuts.
that's true.
It's still not, you know what I mean? Like you're not that bad.
By the way, Mr. Brody Kane, we were talking in the chat. We are really admiring your beard. Yeah, that is sexy. That is very well groomed.
Yes.
Your beard game is on point there, buddy.
Yeah,
I
his
would
beard
say-
game is on
I'd
point. And actually, I
say what
tried
I said,
to. I tried to iron mine out and straighten mine just for the show, so I could be camera ready.
Yeah.
Saucy.
It's looking
I like it.
great.
So Brody obviously didn't care for this movie all around, which is
And that's
fine.
fine. That's
And
fine.
you know what it was like? And I think dude, it's happened so many times with a lot of movies, and that's just everybody's style. But he didn't like it because of how fast paced it was, where I appreciate that. I never went in to try to like these people. These people, to me, were never supposed to be likable. That's why we were supposed to get them all killed off by the devil. The only people I feel like they were supposed to be likable were, honest to God, were the security guard and the cop or the detective. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you, Chad, you said you had a little disdain for him at first, which is fine. But like, I don't know. Like, I felt just more sorry for him because, like, dude, I couldn't imagine. You know what I mean? Like, losing your families and then literally just having a note say, "I'm so sorry." Like,
Yeah.
fuck. You know what I mean, dude? Like, that would break you.
See, I also,
and he's a detective for all thing, and he can't find the guy for 5 years. Like,
right.
that's terrible.
So
see, I felt for the mechanic. I actually was like, I liked him because it just, I don't know, it just makes me, like, it felt sorry for him because it's like, how do you hold that in? How the fuck do you hold that
right.
in?
I think you got a little bit of lag there, Bob. Like, you're full green, but there, like, I was listening and I was like,
he's talking, but his lips aren't moving.
Right? It was just like, oh, got some Japanese dub going. All right.
And Brody, all good, baby. It's okay. I'll make sure I take care.
Yeah, it's fine. We're not all going to agree.
It's everybody's opinions, my love.
Hey, man, I was the oddball out last week where I actually enjoyed this movie. So it's like, hey, man, you know what I mean? Different strokes for different folks. So is there anything else we want to discuss before we decide to spread the curtain with Chad Daddy?
No, I'm good. You guys good?
I think I got everything. Anthony?
Yeah, I'm good.
Bobby? All right, Chad Daddy.
All right, so I'm not sure if you guys noticed this. I did notice this last night and watched it. The end credits do not call any of the people trapped in the elevator by their names, just their occupations or what they are, e.g. older woman.
I did not.
I noticed that.
Huh.
I did not watch the credits, though. I'm not going to lie. So that was
they just rolled, and then I walked out of the room. But I was just walking out there, noticed it, and I told my wife that. The inspiration for the film comes from the folktale "The Devil's Meeting," in which the devil roams the earth in human form, torturing the living. The film also mentions the folktale itself.
Nice, dude.
Okay.
In its first weekend of release in the United States, the film was able to gain back its entire production budget.
Nice.
So after that first week alone, that was pure profit.
I mean, there's a lot of movies we review on here, man, where they either barely make back what they either barely make back what they spent, but this thing just was like, holy shit, man.
We went through the roof.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot less ones that we've reviewed that have done that substantial of a gain, besides, like, obviously, like the AAAs, like, Aliens and shit like that.
Yeah, the Givens. Yeah,
right.
But yeah, this definitely did good. So the sign on the truck that the man lands on after he jumps off the skyscraper says Bethel Bread Company. Bethel is considered to be a holy place in the Bible. It was one of the first places where the Hebrews met God.
All right, thank you, Chad Daddy.
I don't know much about the Bible. I'm not a particularly religious person, so I'm just kind of going by what they have here. So if anything I say is wrong, please forgive me. I am not religious by any means, but I'm not like,
Brody, I haven't seen Fallen in a long time.
Fallen is an awesome movie.
Well, I've never seen Fallen.
Neither.
I mean, Denzel's always amazing, but yeah, it's a fantastic movie. Maybe we should throw that on the list sometime.
I would be more than happy to.
This is Gore N More.
After the next theme, though. Well, no, that's horror.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely horror. Biblical reference.
You just like, sorry, not to. If we just did like maybe almost even like a devil theme or something like that.
Could do that.
Yo, that would be a nice one.
Yeah.
Let me see. I don't remember what we have scheduled for November, but that's a possibility. I know October is like all ghost movies.
Bobby, you could do fucking Arnold's
End of Days.
Ooh. Man.
Get to the same place.
I like End of Days, man.
Yo, End of Days
had CGI, but whatever, dude.
That's the only bad part of the movie for me is the CGI. That's it.
I like Arnold's fucking weird egg peanut butter moldy pizza drinking.
Oh, the fucking shake he makes.
Yeah, right.
It's fucking
Anyways.
Pepto-Bismol and coffee and pizza and
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's
Chad, continue on.
Biblical references can be seen throughout this movie. For instance, company names: Bethel Bread, Trinity Service Station, and places: Locust Street and Bethlehem Pike. The building number 333 can also be seen as a reference to the devil number mentioned in the Bible as 666.
Ooh. Very nice.
Almost like it's a halfway there point.
Mm-hmm. Like a crossroads.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brody
that's a
says-
good point.
Chad. So based off of your reaction of when I said that, Brody says he'd give it a 4.
I haven't seen it since it first came out, so it might be time to revisit it.
Woo! You all right there? Hey, Bobby's got no pants either. All right.
I have shorts on.
You're not wearing pants.
Dude, I never wear pants.
Technically,
At
right?
home, I never wear pants. It's always shorts. Dead of winter, it'll be shorts.
Yeah, but
just
those
lay
are
in the breeze.
boxers. Those are the briefs.
Yeah.
I've seen Bobby in his briefs.
The film was not screened in advance for critics.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Interesting.
Oh, good.
I'm
Fuck
guessing
the
that
critics.
maybe they didn't want the twist to leak out. I don't know. That's
I could
usually
see
they do it with
that.
movies that they know are going to be bad. But, this obviously wasn't a bad movie unless you ask Brody. But that's fine. But it was
I
pretty
still-
decently well received.
Listen,
I enjoyed
Right.
it.
He still gave it in the 2s.
Yeah.
He didn't
He
go
did, he
1.
did.
He
Yeah,
didn't go below
he
1.
didn't completely shit on it like
Right, right.
Andyville or
This wasn't the
Stan
Amityville
Helsing.
here.
Yeah, this was, yeah.
Right.
Stan Helsing was great, okay?
No, it was not. Oh,
Whatever.
Are we gonna have? We should have an award show for our shittiest, like each one of our shittiest picks.
Oh, that's definitely.
we'd all
Amityville
agree. We'd
3.
all give it to Amityville 3 though, because that was the
That was
low
the
point.
worst.
Like you can't get worse than that.
No, but I mean, like we would.
I mean, you
still want to go
can.
through to see who each person. Like, obviously, mine would be Stan Helsing for you guys. But who? Picked Amityville? You-
I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
What's the worst one that each of us picked? I get it.
Yeah. I mean, that wouldn't even be that long of a thing. But anyway,
Mine would probably be the Rift.
Yeah.
You guys
oh
remember that?
God, yeah, the Rift.
Yeah.
The one with the big fucking chocolate starfish.
You know what sucked about the Rift, dude? Is it had awesome actors in it, dude. Like it had Ray
It did.
Wise in it and shit,
Right.
dude. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm sold.
Fucking
And-
R. Lee Ermey was in it, and he doesn't
and-
do anything bad.
and I'm
but
not
that
gonna
was
lie, like-
dog shit.
Those guys still carried me through the movie, but the weird fish people definitely like took me out a little. Anyways, let's go back to this shit. Fuck it. Let's go back to this movie.
Okay, the annoying elevator music that plays on a repeated loop is called "Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree," and I almost said "Don't Shit Under the Apple Tree."
Either way.
Never shit under the apple. Well, I mean, it's fertilizers. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just don't eat the apples.
Neither
Yeah,
of that.
I get it.
Neither chocolate.
Reference to the Apple of Eden. I get it.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that. Very nice.
Thank
All
you,
five
Anthony.
characters who get on the elevator have the color red in common. The mechanic's satchel, the old woman's hair, the young woman's nails, the insignia on the guard's uniform, and the salesman's tie are all red.
I would have honestly
Awesome.
never
I did
noticed
not
that.
notice that at all.
Me neither. Until
Yeah. No, knowing it was an M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie, I always-
Thank you for that.
What a twist.
I always go for like those hidden, like, okay, all right, where's the color stuff? Where are the hidden stuff? Where let me pick it out first.
I never knew that about it. I mean, I've never really watched a lot of his movies, I guess, but Well, wait, is Split's one of his, right? Isn't that on the list
Yes.
coming up at one point? Maybe
It's on the possibilities because it's on the superhero list. But an interesting thing
Oh,
about
yeah.
Split, I'll just go ahead and jump to that right now. So
Oh, you're all right. Perfect.
Devil was intended to be the first of the Night Chronicles trilogy, which involved the supernatural within modern urban society. In June 2010, Shyamalan announced the second film titled 12 Strangers, which was later changed to Reincarnate. The film was about a jury discussing a case dealing with the supernatural. Chris Sparling was set to write the script and Daniel Stan would direct. He also confirmed the title of the untitled third installment was going to be taken from the abandoned sequel to Unbreakable. So they ended up completely shelving the Night Chronicles trilogy, but the third one ended up being reformatted and it came out as Split.
No shit.
Oh,
So wait a minute. So the second one sounds pretty much like The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Like,
But The Exorcism of Emily Rose predates Devil by
by
5 years.
yeah, I was gonna say that I watched that in theaters. Actually.
See, now
So did I.
that second movie I would have liked to have seen, but maybe it would have been nice if one of the jurors got possessed or something. It's like, oh, it's actually real.
Guess we
so now
never-
I'm gonna- that would have been cool.
Well, with Shyamalan, it would have been, not what you see.
Yeah.
It's not. It wouldn't be what it seems. There'd be definitely a twist there.
Right.
Do you think maybe that's why they backed off, because people would think too much of?
I do, because
Exorcism
he
Emily
gets a
Rose?
lot of undeserved hate, and
He
a lot of
does,
people
a
don't. He does.
lot.
Well, no. But I'm saying, like, for the Emily Rose thing, just because it's like courtroom ghost.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
that could have been a part.
They're
of
just
it.
like, you know what I mean? Like, because I don't remember how well that one did. Like, I personally didn't mind it, but
No, but
I
you are
didn't mind
right.
it. Yeah.
You are right. He does get a lot of undeserved hate.
Yes.
is it Robot Chicken's fault? Is that
No.
the question? No.
I think. I mean, it could be, but I think a lot of it, people look down on him because he was known for always having a twist, and they kind of pigeonholed him for that. And then he came out with his adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender, which people just flat out hated.
Right.
Let's not talk about that.
So that really torpedoed his career for a while too.
Yeah. Well,
The movie that shall not be named.
right. That movie doesn't exist.
I never saw it, and I don't want to.
I never saw
What
it, and I
movie?
never saw Dragon Ball Evolution because I know it was going to be the same pile
Bro,
of dog
I
shit.
own Dragon Ball Evolution, and that movie is ass, like straight garbage. I don't even know why I fucking own it. It wasn't a gift. I know I spent money on it, but it might have been like $3 at Walmart. I was like, you know what?
That's the $5 bin.
Dude, I did the same with the House of the Dead. I bought it.
Wait, the House of the Dead movie from 2003? That movie
Yeah,
was
it's
ass
2000.
too.
I know,
Oh my
but-
god!
I bought it, and I think I bought it used. I think I bought it.
tell you anybody.
I think it was when the local,
motherfuckers-
like, it was like Family Video or whatever was going out of business, and I bought it.
You know what? I guarantee I could throw that on the list and make Brody. I wonder if Brody would hate that more. Damn,
He
Hell's-
might.
See, I want
That
you to do
movie was fucking.
I want you to
shit,
do that
dude.
just to get his review. That's
But just
the reason why.
that movie could have been better if all they did was cut out the fucking video game sequence.
No, you need that for the cutscene. No, fuck it. Yeah, right. Thank you. How
It
do
was
we?
so stupid.
How do we skip from scene to scene? Well, we could do what every other movie does, or we can throw in clips of the video game to try to sell it off.
Hey, Brody wants to know if we've
Oh.
seen The Exorcist 3. Yes,
I
I
have.
have seen The Exorcist 3, and I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I have not, and I know
But-
you and the Boss Man and a lot of others have talked much.
But
about
the
it.
Neither have
direct-
I haven't
really
seen it either.
But the stuff they took out of that movie, should still be there.
I
Should
mean, we
all
never
still
did
be
the
there.
first one, so we would have to get through a little. We can't skip to the third one. We've never done that. We would just skip right to a third, like a sequel.
Better than the first, maybe not, but it's definitely. I think they're both.
Oh,
equal,
I say it's better than the first. I was not a big fan of The Exorcist.
What about the second one?
The second one
one's
doesn't
ass.
exist.
Don't.
The
yeah,
second
no,
one
no.
doesn't exist.
So it's just
Yeah.
1 and 3.
Well,
Yeah, you don't need to see the second one. It's stupid.
Oh,
I'm not even joking.
Okay, I'm done.
So no, I think the first one and the third one are equal. Honestly, for me.
All
The
right.
second one doesn't exist. I love
It's terrible. Okay, so in the first one, it says the little girl's possessed by the devil, not a demon, the devil. And then
Right.
the second one, they're saying, oh no, it's a demon called Pazuzu that was lying and saying it was the devil. And then there's this whole bizarre fucking
Yeah.
Bizarre
ESP
fucking-
shit. I don't
Oh.
know. It's so fucking dumb. It's
All
terrible.
right. Nope. All right. They were trying to run the Carrie vibe. Okay.
Mm.
Gotcha. All right. So what else we got in the notes of
Okay.
Devil? Sir?
So like I mentioned, Logan Marshall Green plays Shocker 1 in Spider-Man Homecoming, and then Bokeem Woodbine plays Shocker 2. Which, after I read that, I had to come up and show the wife on my phone. I'm like, watch this scene. She's like, okay. I'm like, that both these guys are in the elevator in Devil. She's like, no shit.
That's awesome.
Okay, this is Tak Fujimoto's last completed sub-project as a cinematographer before his retirement. God's Behaving Badly would have been 2013, while it's still technically his final film, was only screened once and has never been released.
God's behaving badly. All right.
The address of the building where the action takes place is said to be 333 Locust Street in Philadelphia, yet in the actual city, there's no high-rise at that location.
No, there
excuse me,
isn't.
got hiccups.
The devil made the high rise.
Everybody.
So
It was the
maybe-
long con.
Maybe it was.
It was
maybe
the
it was
long
never
con.
really there. Maybe it's all just like an extension of hell. It's Hell's Lobby.
Oh,
Hell's Lobby. Oh man, dude.
That's a hell of a lobby. I gotta say.
No, Hell's
Well,
Lobby's got to be the DMV.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I would not if I was the one security guard, not Ramirez. What was his name?
Ramirez.
It was Ramirez, right? When he saw the face and showed it to the other guy, if it was me, I would have been like, "Oh no, dude, there's some fucking shit." Like I wouldn't have believed it, dude. Like
Yeah.
there's no way. There's no way I would have passed that off. Like, oh no, that's some digital distortion. It's like, man, that is
you
a
guys
clear as fuck.
Did you guys see? I did not see a face.
You
I saw a
did it?
face. I saw a face.
I didn't see a face.
Oh, with the face.
I
baby.
fucking did. Full
It's
out.
Oh, you mean when they paused the screen on?
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see
yeah,
the fucking
yeah, there's-
jawline, dude, in the eyes.
Dude, you see like it's like screaming like it's mad. You see the furrowed eyebrows and everything. You didn't see
Right,
that?
yeah. It's a
Bro, it's
distorted,
terrifying.
face.
It just looked
yelling
like
or
distortion to me,
screaming,
but now I'm
yeah.
gonna have to go back and see.
Oh man.
It was, yeah, bro.
Huh. Wait. Well, you know what? No, we're gonna talk about what we watched down later. Anyways, what else we got, Chad? Daddy?
The name of the real person, Wayne Kazan, can be seen in the closing credits of the Poughkeepsie tapes 2007 as the legal services provider. The fictional Wayne Kazan, played by Jonathan Potts, is a forensic accountant in this movie, and both films were directed by John Eric Dowdle.
Oh,
Doodle.
Doodle.
All right.
oogie spooky.
Oogie
No.
spooky. Chris Messina and Jenny O'Hara would later work together on the Mindy Project. Chris Messina and Bojano Novakovic would go on to star in Birds of Prey 9 years later. And Chris Messina and Matt Craven would later work together on HBO's Sharp Objects.
Birds of Prey is the Harley
The
Quinn
DC
movie,
one.
right? The
Yep. Yeah.
secondary one.
Yes.
What is it? What's the elongated?
The
title? It's like the
emancipation of
Harley Quinn, right? But I feel like
Birds
there's
of
something
Prey.
else in there
It's
too.
the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn, if I remember correctly.
There you go,
Like
Chad
that,
Daddy,
yeah.
bring it. Yeah, it's
It's because
ridiculous. Dude.
that title alone is why I refuse to watch the movie,
I haven't
among
watched
other
it,
reasons.
But I haven't watched it, but I just, dude, I don't know. Like I'm like, there's so much
It just
shit
looks
I
like
haven't
dog
watched.
shit. They just changed the characters based on too much. I just can't watch it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no good.
I do love the Harley Quinn animated series though. That shit is fucking fantastic.
I haven't seen it.
No, I'll watch that every once in a while. Anyway,
It's getting great reviews.
Yeah,
yeah. I haven't checked out the newest season, but man, like the first 2 seasons were fucking fantastic. Not child appropriate by any fucking.
that's. I was gonna mention that.
So my 8-year-old walked in. Daddy, you're watching Harley Quinn? Get out! Nope.
Get out. This is the only scene Daddy can watch.
Dude, I know. It's King Shark, right? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm fucking stuck. King Shark,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, King Shark.
I know he's like a huge like mainstay favorite, but in that show alone, dude, he is my absolute favorite. He's fantastic.
They
And the
didn't
only-
like dumb him down like they did for the Suicide Squad, did they?
Oh God.
No, and okay, so like I love the voice actor, and this is sorry for going parental for a moment, but because like, all right, so my kid loved at one point Trolls, like the show and all the movies and all that shit. So there was a troll called Cooper, and he was like one of my favorite ones, and he just had this like awesome fucking voice. Well, it's literally that same voice as King Shark, so it's just like, to me, it's fucking hilarious.
Brody.
I'd rather shit in my. All right, you know, I'm just gonna put that up here. Brody says, "I'd rather shit in my hands and clap than watch Birds of Prey again." So Brody watched it. Okay, duly noted.
So you didn't do that the first time?
I'm assuming Brody enjoyed Devil more than that. Then.
I
All right,
yeah, I
so-
would assume so by that
So
review.
take that. Okay, that's good. What else we got, Chad Daddy? Anything else behind the curtain?
Okay, so towards the end of the movie, Detective Bowden tells the mechanic that it was his wife and child that was killed in the hit-and-run car accident on Bethlehem Pike. Bethlehem, of course, was the birthplace of Jesus Christ. After crashing his car and committing a hit-and-run, the Marine wrote, "I'm so sorry" on a car wash discount coupon. The coupon was for the Trinity service station, and the Trinity represents the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Seeing as the crash killed the detective's son and wife, it represents him being the Father, and they were the Son and the Holy Ghost.
Hell yeah!
Oh.
What's up, Dakota? By the way,
Howdy.
Dakota.
Yeah, right.
Dakota.
That's awesome. I didn't even notice that on the pass there or whatever.
No.
What the hell does that sound?
Mhm.
I hear
I
scratching.
heard too.
It's like metal scratching. All right. Anyways, continue, Chad Daddy.
So yeah, that's all I got.
Oh, all right. Brody says, "Oh, Birds of Prey film makes this film look like a modern day masterpiece." Wow, those are strong words from Mr.
Yeah,
Kane.
doesn't like Ewan McGregor do like a song, like a hit? Doesn't he have like a musical number in that movie?
Why is DC going full musicals also?
I don't know, but the way Brody wrote that made me think of Full Metal Jacket, where he says, "You're so ugly, you could be a modern art masterpiece."
Oh, yeah, right. Hey, man, there's been some other shit movie. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's when you think a movie's crap, and then you like watch such an awful movie, and then you're like, in comparison, you're like, you know what? I would totally watch that other movie again.
Yeah.
Dude, case in point. Until Dawn, was it? No, Just Before Dawn.
Yeah,
just before
Dawn.
I would. There's movies we have watched where I would watch Just Before Dawn again.
Yes.
Yeah,
not
same.
not the
And we-
extended version.
No, not
I've
the
already
waterfall
watched
version.
that. I've already watched
I don't-
that. I need to watch the short version.
I need to watch that hour and a half version or whatever it was.
I still want to see the short version of Bloodhook just to see how it plays out, being that they cut out the most important plot point.
Oh, that isn't cranberry sauce, Artie.
Oh,
No, that was
yeah, blood.
Bloodhook was Bev D.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
But
right,
You're
right,
thinking
right,
of
Control for Dick.
Blood Rage.
That's it. Yes. I was like, wait a minute. No, that is not the right movie.
Woo, man, I haven't seen any of these movies. I need to step up my movie game.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are some old deep ones.
You
Fucking-
need to watch Blood Rage because it's fucking amazing.
Oh my
Blood
God,
Rage.
it's so great.
Okay, so Scuba will also stand up for this one, but yeah, Blood Rage is also great because it's a Thanksgiving themed horror movie slasher movie. So
it is.
yeah,
It's
So-
great.
and it's not like Thanksgiving or anything where it's obviously like a mutated bird, which is nothing wrong with that. Like that's great too.
No, that
But
was
this
so
is like
good to watch.
this is it's its own like weird fantastic slasher from the 80s, dude. It is definitely a true gem.
Oh,
All
man,
right.
that's cool.
So let's get on to the questions. Gentlemen, what format was this watched on?
Prime.
You
Oh
didn't
my
get it on demand? Are you feeling okay?
I was at my girlfriend. She had Amazon. So,
Yeah. Okay.
so Prime.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Look, don't
Prime
worry.
is all for
I
me.
will watch next week's movie, whatever it is, on demand, and I will say it so loud and fucking clear.
Fair enough. I believe we also watched it on Prime. So, Anthony,
Rented it on Vudu.
Nice.
Voodoo
how was
is
the qual-
Prime, right?
No.
No.
They're interconnected. Are they
No.
not?
No.
Well,
I don't think so.
No, because all my like DVD, not all of them, but most of them, say like 85% of them, all my digital collection converts right over to Vudu from Amazon.
Really?
Yeah. So
It does?
Yeah.
Well, I know Vudu connects to other things because it connects to movies anywhere too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
But
what it is.
but
Maybe
it
it's
doesn't.
movies
It
anywhere.
doesn't share everything because I have the Transformers movies on digital and they show up
Right.
on Vudu, but they don't show up on my movies anywhere.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting. Oh, Brody never saw Blood Rage.
You never saw Blood Rage?
I feel
Oh,
like you would
I don't
love
think
it.
you. I don't think he
That
was.
might have been pre Brody.
Yeah, I think
Might
that
have
was
been.
just before pre-Brody.
Word. All right, douche of the film. Well,
All of them.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say
All-
the entire
all
elevator
of them.
full of people.
That whole. Well, technically, you could say the old lady. I mean, the woman comes back with black eyes. So.
But you can't really say the devil because the devil's just doing what's expected of him. That's his job. You know,
Right.
it's
So
his nature.
I can't pick one. I'm going with all of them. They're all terrible people.
Yeah,
I can't really
mean,
argue with
like-
that.
nope, they're all bad. Yeah,
I know what Anthony was saying before, like, oh, the whole corporation thing. I think, it's like, but it makes me think like these people were picked out specifically.
well,
So
yeah,
why
that's what
it's
they
like-
said in the beginning. They
so it's
always
like-
he always like chooses like specific people for a certain time.
I also
And-
think that the devil knows that all the corporate bigwigs are going to him anyway. So he's like, I can wait for you.
Well, that's just like probably like souls in pocket,
Yeah, they're doing his work for him. That's all.
right? All right. So favorite kill.
Well, see, you don't really see anything.
Right.
You just
I'm
see
gonna
the
have to go with the
aftermath.
first. I'm gonna go with the first guy with the glass up into the neck. I don't know why. You don't see it, but him sitting there with the. I don't know.
I got to go with the
Schnozberry
broken.
guy.
I got to go with the broken neck. I love a whole head
Yeah.
twisted backwards neck
Ooh.
snapping.
Yeah, that
Okay.
broken neck for me too. Anthony,
I think the one that got me first was like, holy shit, was when the woman was hanging.
Ooh, the old lady. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was like, well, how in the hell? And then that kind of spawned off a few things after that. But yeah, that was probably like the best one.
Nice.
All right.
real quick at that scene. I understand. I know this is a movie, but as the detective looking in through the fucking camera, remember that was basically a split second. I don't know about you, but if I was a detective, I'd be like, "There's no way anyone in that elevator was capable of doing that in that
Right.
amount of time." Like that would have been like my red flag. Right there's a detective. Like something is really weird here. We got to get them out.
I think that was at the point where he finally realized that Ramirez was right,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
and then there was nothing they could do to help them. They were powerless.
Because they don't go really into it, but I think they're trying to play as the detective as either an atheist or agnostic, and then like once he sees this happening, he's like, okay, Ramirez, how does your story play out? Tell me what happens next.
So he believes it, but he's still taking it as his detective approach of like, all right, let me help me figure this out.
Right.
He's like doing it with a grain of salt. Like, I want to believe you, but I got to know more. Like, so
All right.
anyway, continue.
So best scene of Devil.
That's got to be, for me, that's got to be Ramirez explaining everything that's going to happen and everything that was going to happen, because he was 100% dead on the money.
That was like when he was actually doing the full breakdown before he was doing like the praying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the praying also.
The praying, I like
That
the
kinda-
praying.
that kinda
Dude.
ties
The
in with
praying
it,
was
but
like
yeah.
that was like I was like, oh shit, dude. Like he's all right. Like
Yeah.
I would have to say from well, it's kind of a combination of scenes, I guess, when they're trying to find out all the information about these people in the elevator. Because I like when they come back, like, oh, this guy does this. This lady is trying to basically kill her husband. This lady just stole a book before she got on the fucking elevator, and this guy beat someone to death. But we don't know about this other guy yet. I like finding out what was wrong, basically.
all right. So let's see. Did everybody get the scene? Sorry.
Well, I think the best, I think probably the best scene was like when the devil presented itself, and the Marine was saying, hey, just take me instead and leave everybody alone. Just take me. And that's how he doesn't die, is when you ask for not forgiveness, but when you're asking for you take my life instead of everybody else's as a sacrifice, then the devil no longer has that pact with you.
I think it was actually him repenting and confessing to the detective.
See, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was the confession of the sin, but maybe that's how I took it personally. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
Because like once he confessed it, and then so obviously the officer or the detective could hear it. You know what I mean? Like he
and
knew.
then the devil said, "Damn, I really wanted you."
Right, because he was gonna get his just desserts essentially, obviously through the justice system and everything. So. All right. So yeah, dude, that's it was a cool reveal. Like I did not, like I said, like my wife called it, but like I said, the fact that killed her off, that just threw, I don't know. I like that they threw you that curveball.
Yeah.
Like, so she was dead almost, I would say almost half the time, or at least a third of the time.
Yeah.
She's right. She was the second death.
She was the second death.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think. Yep.
Okay. Opening scene hook you in.
Yes.
It made me fucking dizzy as shit, dude. I needed fucking airplane shit.
Yeah, but it gave us good backstory.
No, it did. I liked it. It did draw me in. Like I said, man, it made me feel uneasy already, just the way it was shot.
Yeah, a Bible quote going into a movie about the devil always sucks me in. It's like, all right, here we go.
It's
That's
like you had,
true. It went so fast that I actually had to like rewind and pause. I was like, wait, what did that say again? I was like, oh,
and it's like, oh great, we're really fucked. You getting released?
hell yeah, you have to, man. All right, so most attractive character.
The young chick in the elevator.
I gotta disagree. The guy's fiance with the neck tattoos.
She was.
Oh,
good
yeah.
looking, too.
Oh
forgot
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Forgot about her.
Yeah, she was in Lost Girl.
Mm.
Choose what?
She was in Lost Girl.
I don't know what that is.
What's
I don't know
Lost
what that
Girl?
is
I'm
either.
I feel like I know that, but I
It's
know
a
that.
show about a succubus, and
Oh,
and I think she plays her best friend, I think, or something like that. It's a pretty good show.
all right.
Hmm.
You sold me on succubus. That's all I need to know. So, all right, up. The wife is promoting the
Like-
hell out of it too. She says,
Oh yeah, you see, yeah, because she's the one that got me into it. She was like, it's a pretty
Oh,
good
there you
show.
go.
Oh,
Okay.
the girlfriend. She's the girlfriend of the succubus. There you go.
Oh, all right. See, now you're saying like people dating demons, and it just makes me think of. Did you ever watch Reaper? I
we've professed our love for that show before.
Yeah. So Reaper was like this weird comedic show, but like this kid had to like kidnap escapee souls from hell per the devil's request. Like he worked for the devil.
Oh shit.
And the devil was Ray Wise. He was fantastic.
Oh wow.
He was great.
Yes. It is also cheese. Kaylee. Wait, is she talking about the succubus show? Is cheese?
Yeah, she's probably talking about Lost Girl.
Is Lost Girl, and I'm just kind of taking, are we talking like Buffy level kind of show? What are we going here? If we were to sell it, I guess.
I would have probably put it as like 2 steps above a Buffy level show.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm gonna do a bit better.
So like HBO level, probably? Like,
Oh yeah, HBO level.
okay. All righty. So, oh yeah, most attractive character. I think I'm also I'm gonna have to go with the short brunette though. Sorry, I do like the tattooed look, but the brunettes always usually win me over. So
Yep, this is true.
all righty. So did the score set the mood? I felt like it was 10 set points.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not a score to take home. You're not going to have it in your collection by any means, but
No, but
Right.
definitely one that set the mood for sure.
yeah. I mean, tight little spaces. It was just abrupt. I mean, it was also camera work too, fast pacing and all that other shit.
Yeah.
Brody, I do agree with Brody, the overuse of the strobe by the end of it, because they just kept elongating every time they used it, it felt like, but
Yeah.
it's all right. Best song was the elevator song.
Yeah, the elevator song.
You heard that fucking song? All right. Favorite character?
The detective.
I like Ramirez, dude. Ramirez
Yeah.
was my boy.
I'm with you on that. I 100% Ramirez.
Yeah,
I-
Ramirez.
I like that he was our storyteller essentially for this whole movie. Or how do we want to say this?
Narrator.
Narrator.
Our
Thank you,
guide.
Jesus.
He was our guide.
Our guide. Yeah, right.
He knew
And
exactly
I'll-
what was going on. He called it 100%.
Yeah,
And that's only because his mom told him about that shit. Because
I wanted to be biased and pick the Marine because
That's fair.
of me, but I was like, nah, Ramirez.
I mean, yeah. Dude, he was just because obviously he's a likable character, but it's like, we know obviously we're watching a horror movie. These people do not know they're in a horror movie, at least at this point. So, but I don't know, man. Like I said, as soon as he saw the face and still framed it, and you saw it there, but like Chad Daddy said, he didn't see it. I saw it clear as fucking day. I was like, oh man, nope. I would instantaneously be like, yo, man, there's some fucking shit going on here.
I'd be like, see you later. I quit my job.
So, was it scary?
Yeah, I say yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. It instilled, dude. It definitely instilled some like old school, like Anthony said, it instilled some old school like Catholic shit, dude. For me, I definitely felt like I was like, oh man, I need to go to confession. It's been like
Yeah, I haven't
30
been to
years.
haven't been to CCD in a while. Oh,
John finishes.
shit.
He's like, I haven't been to confession in a while. I'll be back in a little bit.
Fucking A, man.
4 days later, John's still there. It's like, John.
I mean, not that I've done anything near what these assholes have ever done, but
This is true.
Still. If you believe in the thing.
Not only that,
Gotta
if
get
this
that
doesn't make you to some degree go into an elevator with people and go, okay, I just want to get the fuck out of here now. I'll take the
you know what?
stairs.
Speaking of in elevator people, at Monster Mania with Bob, every time we were in the elevator, he just kept saying, devil. And Jen had never seen it. But like, I knew what he was talking about, but all I kept thinking was the fucking putty thing where he's like, devil, the Jersey Devil. Like,
Well, I can say like being trapped in an elevator is probably like one of my
that's a
closest fears ever.
Oh,
I don't know about.
I don't like to think about it, honestly.
I would be prying that door open if it meant I tore all my tendons. I'd be like, I'm getting this fucking door open.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if I would have flipped out for that dude trying to go up top the first time.
No,
Like, I know
don't think
everybody
so,
didn't know who the killer was, but at the same time, it's like
He's
I
our
still
own-
want to
that's-
try to get the fuck out of there. So, like, I'm
Right,
still gonna
right,
try-
right.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean. Like, if he's the only dude who can lift himself up there and give a like gander or whatever, like, I'm gonna fucking go let him do it.
Yeah.
Because where the hell else is he gonna go? And if he's gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna fucking follow his ass, obviously. So, all right. So, does it hold up today? Yeah, I would say it's
Oh, yeah,
2010,
definitely.
so it's only 12
Yeah.
years old. Looks pretty good. Some of the CGI is kind of questionable and the intro and shit, but whatever, man. It's better than other shit we've seen. So,
Yeah.
acting,
It's pretty good.
I feel actually it was well acted. Everybody pretty much played their own version of an asshole.
it didn't seem hammy by any
No.
means.
It didn't.
Yeah, it was not bad.
Yeah.
I didn't like the whole thing. Like he was like, "Oh, so what did you do?" I was in the Marines. And it's like, "Oh, so you're a professional killer?" I was like, shut the fuck up, shut up.
Right?
Yeah, like
You're like, yo, dude, I'm like, yeah, what if he was like a chef or something? It's like, no, man, I fucking made meatloaf, man.
gotta make sure the boys are fed.
I made meatloaf.
Gotta make sure the boys
I'm
are
sorry,
fed.
I'm not trying to like simplify anything by that, man. I'm just trying to make it true. So cinematography,
I thought it was really good in this. You know,
Yeah.
we got a lot of great camera angles, especially in the elevator
shaft and
itself.
everything?
Yeah.
we got a lot of tricks with the the camera as well. So I would definitely say it's pretty.
Yeah,
damn
use
good.
that. He used that kind of Cundy trick of using a mirror to make the area look bigger, so you could see more.
Yeah.
that was also cool with the like all the random potential like devil face reflections and shit you would see in.
Especially the one behind the security guard with his face all wrapped up.
Yep. Yeah, I like that one. All right, and the premise. Did you?
I
enjoy
love the
it?
premise.
I
Yeah,
love the
Oh, hell yeah.
I have to agree, and also I know Brody said it in his review. One set location movies, man, especially if you could do them right, I fucking love them. They're fantastic.
Yes.
It just shows you what you can truly do with a movie with, you know, a limited idea, but like how big you can actually take it.
yeah. Evil Dead is a prime example.
Yeah,
yeah. There's
Cabin
yeah,
in the
there's
Woods. Boom. All right, so recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
rewind.
I'm gonna rewind it. It's not old. There's no reason
No.
to.
I would say rewind and reboot. I'd like to see maybe more things like this happening at that exact same building.
Would it just be the building or just another?
It could be any 333 Locust Avenue in any city even.
Yeah.
Or rewind it, but make a sequel where it is Devil 2, but now it takes place somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah.
like
that-
you
that's-
just- yeah, okay, yeah. So what you just said.
Essentially,
Yeah.
be like another Final Destination. It could be a Final Destination series.
could be.
essentially.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to rate this biatch. Brody gave it a 2.2. Our beloved Scuba Steve, who is not here today, gentlemen, what did he give this?
3 points.
3.75, I believe. Let me
Yeah,
double check.
3.75. I'm pretty sure.
Wow, he's gonna go with the 7.5. God damn it, Scoops. Whatever. Do. All right, 3.75. All righty. Anthony, guest host. What do you rate this bitch out of 5?
Man, I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
3.5. All right. Mr. Amone.
I actually agree with Anthony. The 3.5. 100%.
All right.
Chad Daddy.
I'm gonna go with Scuba Steve and give it a 3.75.
All
Thoroughly
right.
enjoyable movie.
3.75. And I actually also really enjoyed it. It held my attention. Like I said, I feel like the runtime was a nice, smooth. Like I said, it was 80 fucking minutes, right? Like that's dude, that's nothing. That's a perfect movie right there.
Well, here's the weird part: is like if you go watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's also 80 minutes, but it doesn't feel like 80 minutes.
Right. Like sometimes you want to go longer, but sometimes you just don't. A movie just needs to be what it needs to be.
Yep.
All right. So on that note, I'm also not to be the 7.5. I'm just gonna go 3.7.
You just want an even number to divide by.
Maybe I don't know what that. Do you think I really know? I don't figure out this math in my head as I go. This is why I literally have a calculator up the whole fucking time. No way. All right, so I'm gonna divide this bitch by 6, and that gives us a 3.4.
All right,
for 2010's
okay.
Devil. Hey man, that's I would say that's
good.
Pretty like pretty right in the middle where it's. You know, I was even telling Brody when I was talking to him, I'm like, this isn't a great movie, but this isn't a terrible movie. It's like a solid mid.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
that's kind of where I would put it right there. So that's perfect. All right. So next week we are switching themes.
Yeah. So next week is our
pick. Is it
Scuba Steve's?
All right. So we're throwing in Scoobs. He's not here, but Chad Daddy, if you could do the honors.
Okay. So next week we are switching up themes, and we're actually doing superhero / comic book horror, and we're starting off with Brightburn,
which is awesome because I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Neither have I, so I'm ready to watch it.
Evil Superman,
If any one of you fuckers throw Morbius, no.
No, we are not watching Morbius. I'm not watching.
Oh no, it's Morbin time.
I'm not watching it. And I'll be out that week, and I'll
Brody's like, I'm not fucking watching that again. I get it.
And I'll be like this. It sucks. There's my review. Have a nice day. It gets a 0.
Damn.
I fucking hated that movie. It was terrible. I'm sorry.
I forgot you went to the theater and saw that shit, dude.
I was ready to walk out. But like this was not worth the money I paid.
Wow, it was that bad?
I thought it was.
I'm sorry, Bob. I'm sorry. There's only a few movies I've seen.
It makes Amityville. It made, I don't know. For me, I put it on the same vein as Amityville 3D. Honestly,
I feel like I need to see it now, just where it rates in like terrible superhero movies.
But I don't want to buy it or anything like that.
No.
I'll rent it for like a $1 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you guys. I mean, I like superhero movies. You guys are a little more into them. Nothing wrong with that, of course. But like this movie, I don't know. Like they had 2 years.
Oh, Brody likes Morbius. Never mind.
I don't know. They had 2 years, and I felt like it was still the kid who did his science project the night before the fucking science fair.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Like I would have to go into it. Like I gotta try to like fucking reset my mind because my only true knowledge of Morbius is from the Spider-Man animated TV series, but that's a complete whacked version of fucking Morbius.
Yeah, it is.
Because obviously he doesn't suck plasma from his fucking hands. So, but anyways, so superhero films, Brightburn next week. I'm very excited for that. That's fucking fantastic. Killer Superman. All right, gentlemen.
We still have to figure out what the rest of the superhero ones, because we got a list, and it's hard to narrow it down because I got a couple good ones on there that I want to run.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there's a lot of them out there, dude. Like, there's more than you could think. You said yours is after
Scoobs, yeah.
Scoobs, right? Okay. Like I said, the one I'm even
tempted. I'm tempted to put Hellboy up there too. But
Hellboy totally is horror.
But would we want to do the original or the newer one?
Whatever your choice. I've never seen the new one.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Oh.
I heard it was very mixed when it came out.
The wife
so.
is asking for Constantine. Well, Bubbies, I have a blank spot, so we'll see.
It's a possibility.
Right. All right,
It has,
gentlemen.
it has the best version of the devil you'll ever see.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I like my Ray Wise.
Ray Wise is good, but Peter Stormare was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, he's like a terrifying motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know who else would play as. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. That'd take a while. Anyways, it's time to get nerdy. If we can get nerdy, I got one thing. I don't know if you guys got anything.
I mean, I have one. I talked about it last time, but you go first.
Word. All right. So if you all have the Evil Dead game, you can head over to bossteamgames.com right now, and they are selling the Savini Ash variant skin, as well as a T-shirt for only 30 fucking bucks. And honestly, that's a hell of a deal, because like most T-shirts you're gonna buy offline are gonna be 30 bucks anyways.
Exactly.
And the Savini skin was a specific, like you had to I think it was
pre-order
day one pre-order or some bullshit, and a lot of people sold those off for fucking a lot. So you can get that shit for 30 bucks and a T-shirt.
But you've only got 2 more days to do it.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna hop onto it, honestly, because like it's a cool, weird looking Ash, and yeah, I get this fucking code, so why the hell not?
I'm still debating it because I always wanted the Savini Jason in Friday the 13th and never got him. So I might have to hop on the train here and get the.
That's how that same boat, Chad Daddy, same boat.
Yeah.
All right, Bobby, what did you have, nerdy?
Well, we actually have a couple of little release dates coming up. So, speaking of Evil Dead, the Evil Dead Rise movie is getting a theatrical release in April 2023. I don't think there was an exact date; it just says April.
I thought it was 23rd, 2023, wasn't it?
Did it say 20?
I could be way wrong.
I have here just April 2023, and maybe at the time this was written, no date yet. Oh wait, no. Oh no, here it is. It's April 21st.
Aha. Oh, okay.
Which was around the same time the remake got released in 2013. So they like to keep it with that. We also have another release date. Excuse me. The Nun 2 is set to be released next Halloween season. Let me see. What's the
Nun? Yeah.
Yep, that's supposed to be released September 8th, 2023.
And you're getting crackier by the minute, dude. I don't know why.
I didn't even touch anything.
I know you got a whole new mic, dude. Like you only got one. I don't think it's the mic itself, dude. Like I don't know what it.
How about right this second? No. Yes.
Okay, while you guys are figuring out, yes, Brody, Toxic Avenger would be considered superhero horror.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Bro, you got kids' heads fucking getting run over by neo-Nazis and shit, dude. Like, fucking.
Dude, I haven't seen Toxic Avenger in a hot minute. It's been a long time.
I might be mixing up movies. Maybe
time.
that was surf Nazis that I was. No, wait, no, they run over a kid's head in fucking Toxic Avenger. I'm pretty sure.
I think.
Like, yeah, I think they were like chasing him down on a bike or something like that. I can't fucking remember. It's been a long ass time. All right.
How do I sound right now, John? Yes.
No? It's still crackly, dude. I don't know why.
I don't
have
know
to
either.
fuck with this a little bit. It was weird too, because before the show you were fucking fantastic. As soon as we go live, it's like no.
Well, all right. I'm going to say this anyway. Hopefully it gets better.
Yeah.
But I mentioned it last week, but now it's starting to get a little bit more ground. There's being teased of a Friday the 13th installment. Sean Cunningham. Yes, we all know we don't like him. But he has been. They're now talking of we're trying to get something together for next year, since it's been 13 years since we've had a movie. So looks like they're trying to work on something. I kind of hope so. It would be nice to see Jason back on the screen, but we shall see. So I still think that's something to watch.
It's all in Victor Miller's court right now.
Well, it's actually in both of their courts, because neither one of them can do it without each other, because you can't make a movie without me, and you can't make a movie without me.
But it's obvious that Cunningham wants to do it, so it's literally all up to Victor Miller right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then if one does one, they can't use certain things, and if the other does another, they can't do certain things. So it is.
They're gonna reach an agreement. They're gonna reach an agreement.
Court, but it's gonna be like, listen, let's do this. We split this. Whatever we got to do. You make money, I make money. The fans get happy if they do it right, and we all go home happy. That's what it's
Mhm.
gonna be.
It really
think-
doesn't have to be that difficult because, basically, does Victor Miller own just the American rights to it, or is it the international rights to it?
No, he owns the American rights. Sean Cunningham owns the foreign rights. I believe it's something.
Okay, so it's almost a it's almost a no-brainer. Victor Miller gets the American profits, and Cunningham gets the international profits.
I guarantee you, they settled this, but they're going to be like, listen, this can't happen without both of us, so we need to just fucking make this work and be done.
Right.
Which I think they will.
All right.
That's about
Anything
it for me.
else?
Not too many things else that stood out. Anthony, if you have anything.
Nerdy?
Anything nerdy.
Let's see. Chaosium, which produces the Call of Cthulhu RPG, re-released their first edition box set again for Gen Con, so that's kind of cool.
Sweet.
If y'all don't know what it is, it's a role-playing game based off of H.P. Lovecraft's Call of Cthulhu. So it's eldritch horror, insanity type role play. It's fun as hell.
Hell yeah, dude. Interesting. I love the lore of it. Never really, like I said, never really played any wait, are you it's not like a tabletop, right? Or is it
Tabletop,
RPG?
yeah, tabletop.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
thought-
like D&D, but
No. I wanted to make sure because I was like, well, it was like, well, RPG could be a new game system. I was gonna be like, wait a minute, what do we got here on this? So-
it
No,
was
'cause
adapted into a video game.
yeah, and I didn't like.
Yeah, there's-
that one,
there's
dude.
like
I tried
three
it a
of them.
little bit. What was the one I think I tried the first one.
It's okay. The
Yeah.
video game adaptations to H.P. Lovecraft stuff, it's not too bad. The gameplay is kind of spotty,
It is, yeah.
but the story and the lore of it really drives you in, and I think that's what people want, is that cosmic horror type feel when you play the game.
Maybe I gotta dive in a little bit more than 10 minutes, I guess. But no, like I just remember, I think because like you're kind of in like almost like a New England style town, right? In the beginning.
Yeah, so it's set in I believe the 1930s, 1920s.
Yeah.
And you're a detective, and you're trying to find out what's going on with these missing persons. And you just follow the story. It's like those RPGs where you have those choices of what you want to say, and then those choices dictate like how the story plays out.
I used to hate those as a kid, dude, but now obviously as an adult, like I'm just like, all right, yeah. I still whip through them, but I'll like at least like read, you know what I mean? Like, so although there's some games, man, that are like Guardians of the Galaxy, like fucking does it fantastic with that style. So if you ever get a chance to play that,
It is a fun game.
I know I need to go back and play that shit too.
I have it. I haven't played it yet.
Finding the time is always
Finding the time. That's exactly the problem.
It's not an overly long game, so
no. I should really go back to it. The wife and I just started playing a oh my god, it's a co-op game called A Way Out, where you play the
Prisoners.
Prisoners, yeah. It's pretty interesting so far. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it, but I really dig it.
Oh, if you want a really good like couple gaming game, there's one that's called It Takes Two.
Which one is it?
I've heard of that. I have heard of that.
Yeah. What the? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, what is it about, dude?
It's such a good game, dude. It starts off with the husband and wife. They're getting a divorce, and the daughter is blaming herself, so she makes a wish, and you turn into two little toys, and each player has control of each character, and you have to work together as a team to go finish all these levels, and then it's a fantastic game. It's funny. The time just goes like in seconds because you're having so much fun with the goddamn game. It's so great. It's so awesome game.
Nice. Hell yeah. Oh shit, what is Brody saying? Brody says Hellraiser teaser was
right.
released.
Yes, the Hellraiser teaser was released a couple days back now.
4 days ago.
Yeah.
Yep. Interesting.
Actually, it looks pretty good.
Is it a lady?
It is,
Lady
yeah.
Pinhead?
It really doesn't show much though, unfortunately. But I'm kind of okay with that. You don't want to reveal too much before it premieres.
All these models, and unless these are just going off of like statues of like previous thing, they're like just titties all hanging out and everything.
I loved Hellraiser as a kid.
Oh, Hellraiser was a great.
I was not a fan. The third one I liked. No, I'm sorry.
You like the second one.
The second one was fantastic. Because the second one, yeah, I don't know. The second one, I just felt like it just took the premise, but just made it did better.
It was one of those rare times where the sequel was better.
Because that was the Doctor, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And he had all the weird like hose appendages and shit. That was in the labyrinth, dude. Yeah, I did like that one. Great makeup. I mean, I listen, I can't completely shit on the first Hellraiser because like the effects and everything were fantastic.
Good. They were really good.
Yeah, Frank looks amazing, dude. I always
come
love
on.
when somebody does the Frank cosplay. It's so gross. It's so awesome. All right. Anything else nerdy, gentlemen?
A couple of things today. Justin Long kind of announced that they are seriously talking about doing a sequel to Tusk.
Oh yeah. Never saw it though.
I've never seen it. I just don't really see any desire to even do a sequel to it.
Watched it once, and I do not see the reason for a sequel.
A lot of people,
it's one of those movies like you watch it once. Okay, I saw it. Okay,
Yep.
that's good.
He was supposed to do a third one. Is he still planning on doing Moose Jaws?
As far as I know, but I haven't heard any movement
obviously
on it.
Clerks.
He's doing Clerks 3
Clerks
right
3
now.
Yeah, so like I wonder if he's like, I figured he would have wrapped up that trilogy before he would have went back to the other one, but maybe he'll just go back and forth. Who knows?
Who knows?
Because I never watched Yoga Hosers. I don't know if you guys. Yeah, I know there was like a weird little German like sauerkraut Hitler victim or villain or something like that.
I kind of feel like anything that's out of his View Askew universe just gets negative reviews. The View Askew, that's the Jay and Silent Bob movies.
No. What was oh my god, Red State? Red State was fucking fantastic.
Wait, I talking about Kevin Smith, right?
Yeah.
Dogma was a fantastic movie.
But
that's the View. That's Jay.
It is a Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah, it is a Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, Dogma, dude. That's actually one of my top Jay and Silent Bob movies, dude. I fucking love that.
By the way, he was filming Dogma in Pittsburgh when I met him down at the Steel City Con when it was still Pittsburgh Comic Con. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Great dude to talk to.
What parts of Dogma?
The whole thing was filmed in Pittsburgh.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
So Salma Hayek was stripping somewhere.
Wait. He did Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that was great.
Really? Bob Street.
But wasn't it Red State? Is that the one I'm thinking of? The one wasn't it with John Goodman where they're part of that crazy
I know what you're talking. I know what you mean. Yeah, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, it's fucking. Dude, we've talked about it in movies before. Like, oh my god, what was the one I had you guys watch with the vampires? That was like super dystopian. Jesus,
Stakeland.
Thank you.
Oh yes.
So yeah, like you know how the military fucks like the religious fucks and that like make you feel like you're just fucking dude, Red State really brings it out, man. You're just like, nope, fuck all this shit.
Oh man, fucking Stakeland, man, that just so depressed me.
Yeah,
you never watched the second one, did you?
No,
it was just as good.
I don't know. I don't want to get punched in the gut again.
Yes, you do. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. It's
everybody wants to get punched in the gut every once in a while.
Hey man, sometimes it's just
gotta be a long once in a while. Okay.
Not all dystopian has like obviously sometimes dystopian can be funny and all this other good shebang, but you know sometimes you do it like legit, just like that movie did. And yeah, you know it's a heavy hitter. But all right. Anything else nerdy, Chad?
Just one more thing that Scream Factory, they announced today, and Dawn of the Discs revealed actually last night, that the cult classic The Company of Wolves is getting a 4K release in November.
Ooh.
Never heard of it.
If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I think Brody I want to say I think Brody's seen it, but I could be wrong. But it's got a really good werewolf transformation scene. Really cool movie.
What was that again?
Okay.
Company of Wolves.
Company of Wolves.
Oh, cool. Okay. I'll
It's
check
like
it.
a dark fairy tale kind of thing.
So here's I mean, I don't think I brought this up last week, and I apologize if I did. It's kind of just more news than nerdy news, but it's very fitting, obviously, because we're a fucking movie review pocket. So Regal is going to be claiming bankruptcy.
Oh, that's
movie.
right. Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, man, but Regal, like, they're between Ithaca and Syracuse, which are the two big cities in between where I'm in between those both. Dude, like, there's a mall at Syracuse that Regal is literally an entire fucking floor. It's IMAX and 40X and fucking like 24 fucking theaters. And I'm like, yo, if they go bankrupt, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah, we have one here, and if that thing shuts down, that's a lot of revenue for Corpus Christi, man.
And
Yeah,
I'm sure, and those are always big, right? Like, how big is yours down there? Probably 14 to 19 at least, right?
Oh, dude, it's huge. It's huge as hell.
I have one. I have one by me. It's like 15 to 18 theater.
Now the thought behind this is just me discussing. This could be maybe a ploy to like try to obviously get some revenue or something like that, or maybe to do like a GameStop thing, or I don't fucking know.
Well, I'm sorry, real quick. All I know is I got about 5 movies planned that are going by my house, so I will bring in the revenue.
I'm not gonna lie.
We don't have theaters quite that big here, but you guys are talking about all those screens, and all I could think of was that fucking theater at the end of the movie Bachelor Party.
Oh man, dude, I haven't watched Bachelor Party in so long.
Do you remember how many that had like 20 screens?
Well, that's like that's like Regal, dude. Like I went to the small Regal in Ithaca, and that was 14. But like I said, like the one up in Syracuse is fucking ridiculous. But now, granted, if they go under, I guess there's like opportunity for either a different business to come in and buy those up, or even potentially maybe different independent buyers just to buy the different area ones. You know what I mean? And open up their own. So I'm saddened. I hope it's just a ploy, and I hope they do. Like, I hope they kind of bounce back, because in October,
and remember, there are different levels of bankruptcy too.
Correct.
Right.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So because they announced in October,
Brody, I'm about 40 to 45 minutes away from Butler. I was actually there just this weekend.
Oh, nice.
I'd have to look. I'm not.
That's
sure.
where TJ lives.
Yeah.
Or maybe 2 hours. Then I don't know.
For you?
From me,
Yeah, so he's just
3 hours.
Where was Butler in comparison to where we were at the con?
About 45 minutes ish. I think.
Okay, so
It's not very far.
right. Yeah, he's not that far. Okay.
No.
Fuck it. Alrighty. So, well, you know what? Fuck whatever we were talking about. Is there anything else before we want to add this shit? Because we're gonna wrap this up. We're getting close.
No, but I did just want to throw out there that you mentioned, about different theaters and Saturday.
Sorry.
This Saturday is National or International Cinema Day, where a lot of the theaters
$3, right?
$3, any show, any movie.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yes. So I don't know why TJ should have run, but Regal announced for this October they're bringing back Dawn of the Dead in 3D, and I want to see it so fucking bad. So fingers crossed that they last.
And
that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's just obviously like the weakest level of it. But
and this Friday also releases the more fun version of Spider-Man.
How can it be more fun?
It's 11 minutes longer.
It was amazing the first time.
Yeah, like how much more?
It better be a longer Daredevil scene. God damn it! Give me more Daredevil.
I believe there is. And by the way, that's my birthday.
Oh, nice! So happy!
Yeah, happy birthday!
Hell yeah, dude! So, Brody, by the way, I'm gonna hit you with a sad note here, dude. We were discussing our superhero stuff, and the Guyver is on that list, but there's no way we can all watch the good version. So, unfortunately, it's not gonna happen.
We will find a way to make it happen eventually.
I would love to.
We can.
It sucks because I have him and I bought that version, but it has the edited shit. And then when I started watching, I was so mad.
Thank you for the birthday wishes, Christy.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. So, Chad Daddy, how old are you going to be, buddy? How young?
46.
Ooh, 46
nice.
years young. All right.
Still looking
getting
sexy.
old.
Still looking sexy.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Right? We'll be looking like fucking hell at that point. All righty, gentlemen, let's sign this shit off.
Yes, please,
So-
because I think I gotta pee
Bobby-
like a racehorse.
Bobby-
Same, buddy. I've practically got my legs crossed.
I love it, but I'm also like here, like, yeah, don't be leaking. Don't
Wait,
be
so
leaking,
you don't have the normal podcast catheter hooked up like every Monday? Oh,
Bro,
anyways,
I didn't have that kind of time.
no.
I'm getting
All right.
I'm getting a piss bucket or something. Damn it!
Yeah, there you go. Get a Gatorade. Just a couple empty Gatorades, dude. You're good
Next
to go.
thing you're on here, you're just like.
All righty. So, as we always do, we're going to sign us out. Anthony, we're going to start off with you. If you want to do another shout out with your or another plug on your podcast, by all means.
Thank you guys for having me. My name is Anthony Diaz, one of the hosts of 50 States of Terror. You can find us on all the socials, 50 States of Terror, except for Twitter. It's 50 States Terror. Because of the character limitations, you can find me at Corporal Ziggy USMC on Twitter. I am author AJ Diaz on Facebook, and I am on vocal.media with all of my fantasy and horror writings. And you can search for me, Anthony Diaz. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Hell
you,
yeah.
buddy.
Thanks for joining us once again.
Yeah,
bud.
we loved
It's
having you.
awesome to have you on. Hope you'll do it again too, because we always like having guests on. So
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
awesome. Bobby,
This is your killing machine, Bobby Amon, saying we'll see you next week with a Brightburn. And Anthony, thank you for joining us.
hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Chad,
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy saying, see you next week, bitches. And again, thank you for joining us, Anthony.
Hell yeah.
And this is your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D saying, adios, Gorehounds. Join us next week. What the fuck is that, Bob?
sorry, it was a piece of a wire.
I'm gonna fucking slap you. And remember, Gorehounds.
It's a weird night.
Remember, Gorehounds. Stay fresh, cheese bag.
Sorry, my dick knocked into my